Good morning, students. This is 11th standard botany video class, video 1. In this video, we are going to start the new lesson, chapter 8, biomolecules. Dear students, in this chapter, we are going to see the different biomolecules such as carbohydrate, protein, lipids, nucleic acid, and different types of RNA and enzymes. Dear students, the first topic is carbohydrate. So carbohydrates are organic compounds which is made up of carbon and water. The one molecule of water combines with carbon atom to form CH2O, and it is repeated for several times to form the formula CH2O N, where N is an integer ranging from 3 to 7. So these are called saccharides. A common term, sugar, is referred to as a simple carbohydrate, that is monosaccharide or disaccharide. The taste of the monosaccharide and disaccharide is sweet, which is soluble in water. So the general formula for carbohydrate is CH2O N. The N number is ranging from 3 to 7. One molecule of water combined with carbon to form a carbohydrate. It is an organic compound made up of with water and carbon. They are commonly known as saccharides. A common name, sugar, resembles to simple monosaccharide and disaccharide. Their taste is sweet, which is soluble in the water. Now we all know that one. If you are adding 1 spoonful of sugar to the water and stir it well, it will be dissolved in the water. That is said to be soluble in water. Dear students, this is the flow chart which are showing the classification of carbohydrate, otherwise known as saccharides or sugars, divided into monosaccharide. Mono, which means single, that is, it contains only one sugar molecule or simple sugar. Oligosaccharide, they are contain 2 to 10 sugar molecule. Then polysaccharide, more than 10 sugar molecule or unit is called polysaccharide. Then this monosaccharide contains two important processes. One is the functional group, another one is the number of carbon atoms. Then oligosaccharides are divided into di, that means 2 monosaccharide, tri, 3 monosaccharide, tetra, 4 saccharide, penta, 5 saccharide. So the first one, the functional group is aldoses and glucose, ketose and fructose. Number of carbon atoms, trioses glyceraldehyde, tetroses erythrose, pentoses ribose, hexose glucose. Then the disaccharides are example maltose, lactose and sucrose, trisaccharide raffinose, tetrasaccharide stachyose, pentasaccharide verbascose. Then polysaccharides are divided into homopolysaccharide and heteropolysaccharide. Homopolysaccharide example starch, glycogen, cellulose, chitin and insulin. Heteropolysaccharide example peptidoglycan, hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, keratin sulfate and agar-agar. So these are all the different classification of carbohydrate with the example. Next, we are going to see the monosaccharides or simple sugars. So, this monosaccharides consist of only one sugar molecule or one sugar unit. Example, glucose. A chemical formula for glucose is C6H12O6. Here they contain 6 carbon atom and a 6 carbon molecule with combined with hydrogen and oxygen. Hence it is called a hexose sugar. The all monosaccharide consists of only one functional group. The functional groups are aldehydes. The aldehydes which are present in the glucose, so they are referred as aldoses. The other functional group is ketones. For example, fructose. So fructose are known as ketoses. So glucose, which contains the functional group, is aldehyde, so they are known as aldoses. The other monosaccharide, example fructose, contains a functional group is ketones, so they are referred as ketoses. So based upon the functional group, the monosaccharide contains different names. One is aldehyde means aldoses, ketones means ketoses. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the structure of glucose, that is C6H12O6, that is the formula. So they are having the different structure of a glucose. So whatever may be, the functional group is said to be aldehyde. So aldehyde means what is that one? CHO. That is said to be what is that one? Aldehyde. So this is the structure of glucose, that is monosaccharide. Next one, disaccharide. It consists of two monosaccharide molecules. Example, sucrose. The sucrose is formed from the molecule of alpha glucose and a molecule of fructose. So a fructose and alpha glucose are joined together to form a disaccharide is known as sucrose. Dear students, see the first formula. The first formula is for beta D galactose. Second one is the alpha D glucose. So glucose and galactose join together to form a sucrose. So the sucrose is the best example for disaccharide. It is the combination of beta D galactose and alpha D glucose. In reverse process, the disaccharide is split into two monosaccharide by the hydrolysis reaction. This reaction involves addition of water molecule and splitting of the glycosidic bond. So that means the alpha glucose combined with fructose to form a sucrose. It is a disaccharide. The disaccharide is also again split into two monosaccharides by hydrolysis reaction. In this reaction, addition of water molecule, splitting of the glucosidic bond. Dear students, see the paragraph. A bond formed between glucose and fructose molecule. A removal of water is taken place, that is called a glucosidic bond. This is another example of strong covalent bond. See that one, in the previous we have seen beta D galactose combined with beta D glucose to form a lactose. So here the hydrolysis process has taken place, that is adding of water to split the two disaccharide molecules into disaccharide molecule into two monosaccharide molecules by hydrolysis reaction. The another process is the condensation reaction, releasing the water. First one we are adding the water, second one we are this disaccharide releasing the water. The bond between the glucose and fructose is remove the water molecule in a bond called glucosidic bond. So this is the another example of strong covalent bond. So monosaccharide means they contains only one glucose molecule. Disaccharide means two monosaccharide molecules are combined together to form a disaccharide. Then next one is the polysaccharide. So here the polysaccharide is made up of with hundreds of monosaccharide units. So these polysaccharides are called glycans. One more question. Polysaccharides are also known as glycans. They produce long chain with branched, unbranched monosaccharides are held together by a bond is called a glucosidic bond. So polysaccharide is an example of giant molecule. A macromolecule consists of only one type of monomer. So these polysaccharides are insoluble in water. So first one monosaccharide we have seen, it is soluble in the water. Disaccharide, they are reacted to the hydrolysis reaction. The another process, removal of water is also taken place in the disaccharide by a bond called a glucosidic bond. But these polysaccharides are insoluble, insoluble in the water, and these polysaccharides are sweetless. So they are insoluble in the water, made up of hundreds of monosaccharide unit. They are arranged in the form of long chain, branched or unbranched, with the monosaccharides. They are insoluble in the water and also sweetless. Example, cellulose. Cellulose is the repeated unit of glucose monomer. So the repeated units of glucose monomer formed the polysaccharide known as cellulose. So depending upon the functions of the polysaccharide, they are divided into two types: storage polysaccharide and structural polysaccharide. So polysaccharide is also divided into two types based upon the function. One is the storage polysaccharide, another one is the structural polysaccharide. So first we are going to see the polysaccharide, that is starch. The starch is a stored food material in the plant parts. So it is the best example of storage polysaccharide, made up of repeated unit of amylose and amylopectin. So this starch grain, which is made up of successive layer, that means layer by layer of amylose and amylopectin. So they are seen in the form of growth rings. So amylose is arranged in the form of linear unbranched polymer, which makes the 80% of starch. The amylopectin is a polymer with a 1 and 6 linkages that gives its branched structure. So amylose structure is unbranched structure, which is used to make up 80% of starch. Remaining 20% of starch is make up with amylopectin, which are containing the 1 and 6 linkages. It gives a branched structure of a glucose. Dear students, see the structure of branched and linear polysaccharide. Amylose is the unbranched linear structure. The diagram is given at the top. Amylopectin is said to be branched structure. Both of them join together to form a cellulose fiber. So first one, starch. Second one, a branched structure called glycogen. Then another one is the linear structure of cellulose fiber. So these are all the different example of branched and linear polysaccharide. Starch is also branched, glycogen is also branched, but cellulose is said to be the linear polysaccharide. It is unbranched amylose is there, and also branched amylopectin. 80% of amylose only make up the starch. Remaining 20% responsible for the amylopectin. They are having the linkage 1 and 6 with the branched structure. Next topic, test for starch. How will you find out starch is present in the food material? That is said to be test for starch. Is a practical oriented question. To test the presence of starch by adding the iodine solution in potassium iodide. Iodine molecules fix nearly into the starch helix, creating blue-black color. So if you are adding the potassium iodide or iodine solution in the food material contains starch, that food material which is modified into blue-black color indicates presence of starch. Dear students, see the diagram. First one is the bread piece. On the top of the bread piece, if you are adding iodide, potassium iodide solution or iodine which is modified into blue-black color indicates the presence of starch in the bread one. Second diagram, we are taking the 3 test tubes. Then 2 different solubles are added there. Then we are adding the potassium iodide solution. The first test tube which are indicating blue-black color contains starch. Remaining light blue color and pink color do not contain the starch material. See the third diagram. A glucose chain with a triiodide ion which forms the blue-black color is the test for starch. First one, test on potato. So not a bread piece is also carbohydrate only. That one also it can be modified into blue-black color. First one, potato which contains starch. So it will be modified into blue-black color. Second one, test on starch at varied concentration. Last one, starch iodine reaction. So another polysaccharide is glycogen. It is otherwise known as animal starch, which is present in the animal body. It is the only carbohydrate stored in the animal body and fungi. Here, like amylopectin, glycogen is a polymer of glucose with alpha 1 and 6 linked branches, the same one. This glycogen, so here amylopectin glycogen is the polymer of glucose linked with alpha 1 and 6 branches. This glycogen is seen in the liver cells of animal body, skeletal muscle fiber, and throughout the human body except brain. So glycogen which is stored in the liver cell, skeletal muscle fiber, throughout the human body except brain region. See, the liver stores the glucose as in the form of glycogen. So it occurs the two process, glycogenesis and glycolysis. Glycogenolysis. This glucose split into number of molecules produce glucose. So a glucose is a simple monosaccharide. More than hundreds of glucose which are forming the polysaccharide named glycogen, which is stored in the liver cell, skeletal muscle fiber and other parts of the human body except brain region. It occurs two process, glycogenesis, another one glycogenolysis. So that means they are made up of with many glucose molecules. So this glucose store it in the liver region of animals. It is the only polysaccharide which is present in the animal body. Next one, cellulose. A cellulose is a polysaccharide which is present in the cell wall of a plant cell. This is also made up of with thousands of monosaccharide unit or glucose unit. So that glycogen and starch are the storage polysaccharide. That is, starch is stored in the plant parts. Glycogen stores in the animal body. The another type of the polysaccharide is structural polysaccharide, example cellulose. But that starch and glycogen which are stored it in the living thing body, that is plant body and animal body. So that polysaccharide is known as storage polysaccharide. So next one, cellulose is an example of structural polysaccharide made up of thousands of glucose unit. In this case, beta glucose units are held together by 1,4 glucosidic linkage. So in both starch and glycogen, that is alpha glucose 1,6 is linked together, but here beta glucose units are held together by 1,4 glucosidic bond or linkage, forming long unbranched chains. These cellulose fibers are straight and uncoiled. It has many industrial uses. That is, cellulose fibers are as cotton, nitrocellulose for explosive material, cellulose acetate for fibers of multiple uses, and cellophane for packing. So these are all the different uses of cellulose. This is the plant cell. Plant cell is made up of with cell wall. This cell wall is made up of with cellulose fiber. So these cellulose fiber which are contains macrofibrils. So these macrofibrils are joined together to form a chain of cellulose molecule. So macrofibrils, then microfibrils, both of them join together to form a chain of cellulose molecule. So this is said to be the structure of a cellulose molecule. So that's why they told it is a straight and uncoiled molecule. They are in the form of straight line. The next polysaccharide is chitin. So the chitin is said to be the homopolysaccharide. This homopolysaccharide is combined with amino acid to form mucopolysaccharide. The basic unit of this homopolysaccharide chitin is nitrogen containing glucose derivative known as N-acetyl glucosamine. It forms the exoskeleton of insects and other arthropods. We all know that one. For example, cockroach. The cockroach outer skeleton, which is made up of chitin. If you pour the water on the body surface of the cockroach, it does not stick into the body surface of cockroach. It will be dropped outside. That chemical material is known as chitin, known as homopolysaccharide, which are containing basic unit nitrogen containing glucose, that is N-acetyl glucosamine. This chitin is also present in the cell wall of fungi. See the structure. It contains of glucosamine and N-acetyl group which forms N-acetyl glucosamine. So this is the another structure of homopolysaccharide, example chitin molecules. Dear students, up to this we have seen carbohydrate and its classification with the example. Carbohydrates are divided into monosaccharide, example glucose, contains only one glucose molecule. Second one, disaccharide, made up of with two monosaccharide molecule. Then example for disaccharide is disaccharide, example sucrose. Then polysaccharide, they are made up of with hundreds of monosaccharide glucose unit, example starch, glycogen and cellulose. Starch and glycogen are known as storage polysaccharide because they are doing the storage function. Another one is the cellulose. They are known as structural polysaccharide. Then last one is the chitin, is the example for homopolysaccharide, made up of with basic unit of nitrogen containing glucose derivative known as N-acetyl glucosamine, which is present in the exoskeleton of insects and other arthropods, and it is also present in the cell wall of fungi. So dear students, up to this we have seen different classification of carbohydrate and its structure with the example. Up to this I conclude my video. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best children.